send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood.
And welcome to everyone to a very special episode of the Foally of Man.
A very spoopy episode of the Foally of Man.
Right in time for Halloween, we're here with some scary stuff. I'm Chris, with me here today. Kind of flated there at the end. If you need to, make sure that your actual dial is set to 44 instead of 35.
But don't speed it up too fast.
Don't set it to 78. Okay.
So, we've been working on this one for a little while. But not as much as you would think, because there's
Yeah.
always last minute.
Unfortunately, we both have involved lives, so it's not great.
We're in a little bit of a newer studio space, but that's not the point of tonight's episode. The point of tonight's episode is to send a chill down your spine. Bum, bum, bum.
Spoopy. So, we're going to be having two special parts of this episode.
Yes, just one episode.
Rather than reading from the Good Book of Pip, we're actually going to be reading two things today. We're going to be having Robert here do two things specifically. He's going to be doing a dramatic reading of Cupcakes, which I'm sure you are all well versed in.
Well, don't tell everyone our secrets.
And then we're going to be Then we're going to have him play a very special game.
I love how you say "have him play" as if it's like this. Here, have this piece of treacle or this piece of delicious tartar pie, as if it's something that I'm going to enjoy.
Oh, you'll enjoy it.
Like, it's trick or treat. So, what is it going to be? It's sure as shit not a treat.
Well, I mean, sure.
And with that, I think it's time we get into something a little spoopier. I think you can do better on that. All right, do like a possessed goat version of it. That's that's better and more appropriate for the content. All right. So, we should say that beforehand that neither of us will actually. Have you read this story?
A long time ago.
Okay. Neither of us have been exposed to this story since the inception of this. We haven't read anything beforehand. This has been sealed by the experts at Goldman and Sachs, and so we shall be diving straight. Oh wow, there's warnings at the beginning of this. Can I read the warning too?
Yes, go right ahead.
All right. Wow, it even has a read time.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. All right. The story. Cupcakes. By Sergeant Sprinkles, world's greatest party clown. Why does it have to be a clown? All right, Sergeant Sprinkles, thank you very much. Oh, edited by Eden Pony? Eden Pony?
Maybe.
What do you
I
think?
don't know.
Eden Pony? Okay, all right. Warning. This fan fiction is incredibly gory and may ruin your appreciation of a certain My Little Pony character, as well as the titular baked goods. Read at your own risk.
Yes,
Too
but
much?
where are they?
Too much? Okay. The air was... What?
Where are they?
Okay. All right. The air was warm. The sun was shining. And every pony in Ponyville was having a glorious day. The town square was bustling and crowded, and busy ponies filled the streets. All the pony folk seemed to have somewhere specific to be. All except Rainbow Dash. Her place was in the sky. She tore freely through the air, speeding one way and the next, buzzing the treetops and racing the wind. The Blue Pegasus swooped over a schoolyard, much to the delight of the children, then climbed several hundred feet and dove, streaking downward as fast as she could. Seconds before hitting the ground, her wings flew open, and she pulled up back into the clear blue. Rainbow felt alive. Suddenly, Dash remembered that she had somewhere to be. She was supposed to meet with Pinkie Pie in 5 minutes. Dash had gotten so caught up in her exercises that she'd nearly forgotten that Pinkie Pie had asked to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner at 3. Pinkie hadn't said why or what they'd be doing. But Dash knew that with Pinkie, it could be anything.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dash wasn't sure if she really wanted to go, though. She was so engaged with her stunts that she thought about blowing Pinky off to continue flying. But Dash's conscience got the better of her. She knew that it would hurt Pinky's feelings. After all, Pinky had said it was going to be something special, just for the two of them. Dash considered it and thought, why not? What did she have to lose? Heck, it might be more pranking. Pinky might have found a bunch more fun stuff to pull on folks, and they'd had so much fun the last time. Dash kicked into overdrive to make up for lost time and sped to her appointment. You want to take over for a little bit? All right. Me.
When Dash walked into the store, she was immediately greeted by her host, who was bouncing in excitement. "Yay, you're here! I've been waiting all day," said the jumping pony. "Sorry if I'm late, Pinky. I was doing my afternoon exercise and lost track of time," Dash apologized. Pinky giggled and responded in a gleeful, reassuring tone. "Oh, that's okay. You're here now. What's a few more minutes? I've been so excited thinking about all the fun we're going to do. I haven't stopped bouncing since I woke up. I almost forgot to breathe. I've been so happy."
I think you've really missed your calling here.
Dash gave a slightly uncomfortable laugh. She had always appreciated Pinkie Pie's friendly, outgoing way of life, but Pinkie's overabundant enthusiasm almost creeped her out. Dash maintained a polite expression, however. If Pinkie was this worked up, whatever she had planned must be good. "So, are you ready to get started, Rainbow Dash? I've got everything all ready," the pink pony said. Dash psyched herself up. "You betcha, Pinky! So what do you got planned? We gonna prank somebody? I got a couple of good ones I've been thinking about. Or maybe you've got some stunts you think I should try? Or perhaps baking cupcakes!" Pinky happily announced. "Baking?" Dash was disappointed. "Pinky, you know I'm not good at baking. Remember last time?" "Oh, that's not a problem at all. I'll only need your help making them. I'll be doing most of the work," Pinky explained. Dash thought for about a second. "Well, all right. But I guess that's okay. What exactly do you need me to do?" "That's the spirit. Here you go." Pinky handed Dash a cupcake. Dash was puzzled. I thought I was helping you bake." "You will be. I made this one just for you before you got here." "So is this like taste testing or something?" "Sorta," Pinky said. Dash shrugged and popped the pastry in her mouth. She chewed a bit and swallowed. "Not bad."
Tastes a lot like pony.
"Okay, now what?" "Now," Pinky informed her, "you take a nap." Puzzled, Dash opened her mouth, but felt instantly lightheaded. A wave of dizziness washed over her. The world spun, and seconds later she collapsed to the floor.
Pinky slipped her a Mickey? What on earth? Okay, all right. When Dash regained consciousness, she found herself in a dark room. She tried to shake her head, but found that a taut leather strap held it firmly in place. She struggled to move, but braces around her chest and limbs glued her to a rack formed from a series of sturdy planks, which spread her legs wide apart. I don't like where this is going. All right. Dash's wings were the only part of her not tied down, and they fluttered frantically while she struggled to escape. She suddenly felt a rush of excitement and titillation. That wasn't in there, sorry. As she writhed, Pinky jumped suddenly into her line of sight. "Goody, you're awake! Now we can get started!" Pinky stated gleefully. She bounded into the darkness and quickly reappeared pushing a small cart covered with a cloth. "Pinky, what's going on?" "I can't move," Dash said urgently. "Well, duh! That's because you're tied down," chided Pinky. "That's why you can't move. I didn't think you'd need to be told that." "But why? What's happening? I thought you said I was going to help you make cupcakes." "You are helping, you see. I ran out of the special ingredient, and I need you to get more." Special ingredient? Dash was now breathing heavily and started to panic. "What special ingredient?" Pinkie Pie giggled and responded. "You silly!" Dash's eyes widened, and her face contorted in fear. Then she started to laugh and said in a voice bordering on hysteria, "Woo-ho, Pinky! You really got me there, Pinkie Pie. I mean, tricking me into thinking I'm going to get made into a cupcake. I gotta tell ya, This is the best prank yet. You win. You're the best. Pinky only giggled even more. Aw, thanks, Dash, but I haven't done any pranks today, so I can't accept your praise. Dash was struggling again. Pinky, come on. This isn't funny. Then why were you laughing? Before Dash could answer, Pinky grabbed the cloth and whipped it off the cart. On the cart was a tray containing various sharp medical tools and knives, carefully organized and wickedly sharp, as well as a large medical bag. Dash was now in full panic mode. She was starting to hyperventilate. Her mind raced as she tried to reason with the pink pony. You can't do this, Pinky. I'm your friend. I know you are, and that's why I'm so happy I've got you here. We get to share your last moments together, just you and me. Pinky was skipping again. Very, very happy about this. But then again, most sociopaths are. But the other ponies will wonder where I am. When the clouds pile up, they'll come looking for me, and then you'll get found out, Dash cried in desperation. Oh, Dash, said Pinky, don't worry. There are plenty of Pegasus ponies to take care of a few clouds, and besides, no one will find out. I mean, how long do you think I've been doing this? And with that ominous statement, the lights suddenly came to life and revealed the rest of the room. They were standing in an unmarked shed, and from the rear, Fluttershy came out and said, Stay out of my shed! Hey, hey, hey!
Let it be known, this actually came out before Shed, thank you. So Shed technically stole from this.
Who knew it was Pinky all along there? There's not a lot of suspense here.
Oh no! Dash reeled in horror at the image presented to her. The room was decorated with a typical but twisted Pinkie Pie flair. Colorful streamers of dried entrails fluttered around the ceiling. Brightly painted skulls of all sizes were attached to the walls, and organs done up with pastels filled with helium were tied to the backs of chairs. The tables and chairs were made of bones and the preserved flesh of past ponies. Dash cringed upon seeing the centerpiece of the table nearest to her. The heads of 4 foals, their eyes closed as if they were sleeping, were wearing party hats made from their own skin. With a thrill of terror, Dash recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate, Twist. Dash's eyes darted back and forth and then fell upon a patchwork banner hanging from the rafters. Made from several tanned pony hides, the words, Life is a Party, were scrawled on it in blood red. Dash's attention was brought back to the party horn unfurling and tickling her nose. She gaped at Pinkie Pie, who was standing right in front of her. The party pony was wearing a dress quilted from dried skin.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Goodbye, horses.
Oh no! Oh no! I now know our punny pun of the week.
Ooh.
All right.
On her back fluttered 6 Pegasus wings, all of different colors. As the Earth Pony skipped in excitement, her necklace of severed unicorn horns clacked together loudly. Like it? Pinkie Pie asked. I made it myself. Desperately, Dash pleaded with her, with the smiling pony before her. Pinkie, please, I'm sorry if I did anything to you. I didn't mean it. Please let me go. I promise I won't tell anybody. Oh, Dash, you didn't do anything. It's just that your number came up and, well, I don't make the rules. We can't turn back now. Dash was tearing up. How could this be happening? Aw, don't look sad, Dash, said Pinkie. Look, this'll cheer you up. I brought you a friend. Seemingly out of nowhere, Pinkie produced a brightly painted blue and yellow skull. It was about pony size, but it had a very defining feature. A beak. Dash gasped in horror. Is that Dash? Let's hang together. These ponies are lame-os. Dweebs, 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 Pinkie mimicked. I caught her right before she left town. Remember when I left the party for about 20 minutes? That wasn't enough time to play with her, of course. I had to wait till after the party to do that. But boy, am I glad I did. It was worth it for the flavor alone. Griffins taste like two animals at once. It's amazing. I know she didn't have the number like everyone else in Ponyville, but when I was going to get another chance to try a griffin, I probably should have asked where she came from so I could have gotten more, but I forgot. I'll tell you what, though. She was quite the fighter. Last time, she lasted a long time, which was a lot of fun for me. I got the chance to play with somebody other than a pony and try new things. It's too bad she had a meanie mouth. She said so much bad stuff, I just had to take her tongue out. You know, bad language makes for bad feelings, Rainbow Dash. Dash didn't have anything to say. She just sobbed and writhed in her tight bonds.
I'm curious, real quick. So if you were a griffin without a tongue in your mouth, what would that sound like?
Caw, 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 caw.
See, I think it would be more like a blood gargling, like
really high-pitched Wookiee. Well, Pinky said with an air of finality, that's enough reminiscing. It's time to begin. Putting down Gilda's skull, the pink pony grabbed a scalpel in the cleft of a hoof and walked over to Dash's right flank. Without any flair, Pinky placed the blade an inch above Dash's cutie mark and began a circular cut around it. Dash shouted in pain and tried desperately to pull away, but the braces held her still. Finishing the incision, Pinky grabbed a curved skinning knife from the tray. Screwing up her face in concentration, she worked it under Dash's skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Dash ground her teeth as she tearfully watched her flesh peel off. Pinky then moved to the other side and repeated the process on Dash's left flank. Once she had finished, Pinky held up both cutie marks in front of her friend, and started waving them like pom-poms.
So, ponies, they have cutie marks on both flanks?
Yes.
So they're not like Pittsburgh Steelers helmets?
No.
Okay, that's all. I'm just curious.
Dash just whimpered. Her thighs burned like nothing she had felt before. Placing the ragged patches of skin down, Pinky selected a large butcher knife and walked behind the blue Pegasus. I hope you don't mind. I think I'm going to wing it now. Pinky laughed. She grabbed Dash's left wing in her mouth, played with it for a few seconds, yanking it back so sharp, pain reignited the fire in Dash's flanks. Then, stretching the wing out, Pinky brought the blade down hard at the base. Instantly, Dash screamed and thrashed at her appendage. The movement threw off Pinky's aim. She tried to hit the mark again, but missed and carved a huge slice into Rainbow Dash's back.
Baby got back.
Well, now.
Dash, you gotta stay still or I'll keep missing, scolded Pinky as her friend howled. Pinky took another whack and hit her target. She swung again and again. Blood sprayed into the air, but Pinky realized she wasn't getting anywhere. The blade just wasn't going through the bone. I guess I forgot to sharpen it. I'll try something else, stated Pinky, matter-of-factly, as she tossed the knife over her shoulder, embedding the blade in the table. Of course, she would have had to toss that with her mouth over the shoulder. I'm wondering how she's speaking during all of this. You know, it's really taken me out of this, if I'm honest. All right. Through the haze of pain and tears, Dash heard the sound of a metal box opening and closing. Got it! Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with the knife. This is a saw. I don't get it. Pinky placed the tool over the mangled flesh of the last attempt. Standing on her hind legs, she worked the saw back and forth with her front hooves. It sliced effortlessly through the bone and skin. The feeling of the jagged teeth grinding in her made Dash want to vomit. She watched numbly as her wing flew over her head and landed with a fluff on the table. Pinky moved to the next wing and started sawing. Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight and focused on choking back screams of agony. Why would you choke back screams? Wouldn't you hope that somebody could hear you?
Pride?
Yeah, you know them Pegasus ponies. They're so proud. All right. Abruptly, the sawing paused. Pinky was only halfway done, the wing hanging off by a sliver. Hey, Dash, Pinky pipped up. Think fast! Suddenly, Pinky yanked the wing as hard as she could. The bone snapped, but the blue pony's skin held, then tore away. The pull ripped away a long strip of flesh all the way down Dash's back to her rump. Her body seized at the unexpected trauma. As her pelvis tensed up, Dash felt a warm release between her legs, and her loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath, she blacked out. Dash awoke with a gasp. The stench of her urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. As her vision swam into focus, she saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie removing a large adrenaline needle from her chest. Stomping her hooves, the frustrated Pinkie lashed out at her helpless victim. Didn't anybody teach you any manners? It's very rude to fall asleep when somebody invites you over to spend time with them. How would you like it if I came over to your house and went to sleep? Oh, I'm sorry, Dash. You're so boring. I think I'll take a nap. You think I like always doing this by myself? I told you how excited I got when I found you were next. I was excited to have a friend be here with me while I worked. But no! You've got to be inconsiderate. You know, I thought you were tough. I thought you could handle anything. I've had foals stand up better than you. Do I have to baby you? Huh? Is that how you want me to remember you? As a baby? As Pinkie stopped to catch her breath, Dash blinked and sobbed softly. Her back was in agony, her sides were on fire, and there was an intense pain in one of her legs. As she blinked again, she saw Pinkie pop something red into her mouth and began to chew. Noticing Dash's stare, Pinkie quickly gulped the morsel down. What? Pinkie asked. Oh, this. She held up another piece. Well, while you were asleep, I got a little impatient and helped myself to a small sample. I got it from your leg. You're not bad. Want to try some? Without waiting for a response, Pinkie shoved the strip of meat into the revolted Pegasus pony's mouth. Dash gagged and immediately spit it out. Pinkie frowned and picked up the chunk of flesh. If you didn't want it, you could have said no. She contemplated the discarded snotty morsel and then gulped it up. It's not like you haven't had my cupcakes before. Swallowing, Pinkie turned her attention to a small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing that it was filled with red-hot coals, because, of course, why not at this point? Lying on top of the coals were several large nails. As the adrenaline filled her veins, Dash began to panic again. Picking up the can, Pinkie walked over to Dash's left, holding some tongs with her mouth. Pinkie carefully picked up a nail and positioned it at the seam between her victim's front leg and hoof. She then grabbed a hammer and took careful aim. No, Pinkie! Dash screamed. No, no! So, everybody's got their own... I mean, there's people with their own BDSM, fantasies. But this is kind of taking it to another level. To think out how you would torture a horse?
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to make any character judgments on the author here, but I feel like maybe he enjoys this. Very specific.
Well, he is
way.
A clown. Clowns inherently want you to suffer, and their happiness is false. But I will say, to have given this much thought, I don't think this was exactly the message the show's creators had in mind when they made My Little Pony. And as fucked...
John Wayne Gacy method.
Oh, man. Oh, no. No.
He said clown.
No. All right. So is Dash going to get buried in a crawl space? People always say basement. It wasn't actually a basement. It was a crawl space, which is even more fucked up.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine having to go in and retrieve the children.
So where was I? No, Pinkie, Dash screamed. No, no. The hammer came down, and the nail punctured Dash's skin. The white-hot burning was too much. Dash screamed as she pulled and thrashed at the braces, causing her raw skin to rub and tear. This is very sexual.
Yeah.
Out of context. Pinky tried to line up another nail, but couldn't find her aim, and let out a frustrated grunt. When Pinky brought the hammer back to take a wild swing, Dash burst out crying and begging, "Please stop! Please, please stop!"
Pinky rolled her eyes, putting down the hammer and tongs, which actually should be calipers, I think. That's actually
Sure.
the correct blacksmithing tool.
Yeah, sure.
She walked back in front of her friend and stared pensively at the broken Pegasus. Gilda didn't even cry this much when she had a live Paris sprite shoved down her throat. Pinky thought for a minute about what to do next, and then had a sudden spark of inspiration. Rotating a wheel on the rack, Pinky laid Dash on her back, and then moved to Dash's hind legs, bringing the can with her. Picking up her tools, Pinky drove a searing hot spike of metal directly into the bottom of Dash's hoof. As Dash yelled in pain, Pinky moved around and drove a second nail into the other hoof. Next, Pinky went back to her cart and located an enormous battery and controller. We haven't seen batteries in the My Little Pony.
Not in My Little Pony, but definitely in Fallout Equestria.
Yeah, spark batteries. How does that
And
work?
the other hamburger will also be made out of your lungs.
Oh boy. She tied copper wires between the terminals and nails driven into Dash's hooves.
Yep, that's what was missing. She gonna attach it to horse nipples? I hate to keep interrupting you, but
Crotch nipples. Then gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch. Oh, a controller.
wait,
okay.
like what? Wait, gave her a wink like goddamn Santa Claus? With a wink and
Click.
putting his finger to the side of his nose.
After about 5 minutes, Pinkie Pie shut off the power. Wisps of steam rose from the singed fur around Dash's hooves. Oh, I missed a part. I would explain it. Electricity rocketed through Dash's body. The blue pony reacted immediately. Her body seized and her muscles snapped taut. Dash's hips thrust forward. Yeah, this is really sexual.
Yeah.
Her eyes rolled back and she let a deep, throat-shredding cry. Pinky giggled and danced in place, then reached down and turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably, and her bladder emptied once more.
There's a lot of pissing in this. I just gotta say, if BDSM mutilation, My Little Pony piss porn is your thing, this is the episode of the Foally of Man for you.
Speaking of demonetization, hello! Wisps of steam rose from the singed fur around Dash's hooves, and the area reeked of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. Pinky rotated Dash upright again and tried to snap the drooling, delirious pony back to attention. Dash! Dash! Rainbow Dash, wake up! Dash moaned and managed to give a modicum of weak acknowledgement. Pinky studied her handiwork and reached out into a medicine bag and produced a large syringe. All right, time for the last round. Dash focused blearily on the needle, which Pinkie Pie took as a question to what it was. This is a little something to take the pain away, Pinky informed Dash as she walked around her victim's ruined back. Dash flinched as Pinky jabbed the needle into the lower part of the blue pony's spine. Moving in front of her friend again, Pinky leaned down and elaborated. In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your ribcage. Then you'll be able to stay awake to watch the harvest.
Oh, boy.
Dash started to cry again. Pinky! She choked out. Yeah? I want to go home.
You
Dash
can't go
sobbed.
home.
Yeah, I can see wanting to do that, replied the party pony. Sometimes I want to give up too. Just say, I'm done with this mess and go to bed. But you know what? You can't shrug off your responsibilities. You gotta pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on. That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life.
I just gotta say, withdrawal from Party Time Mentats is a bitch. Jesus.
So it is canon? Dash hung her head and cried. Minutes passed as the drug took effect. Eventually, Dash was completely numb from her chest to her flanks. At this point, Pinky approached with the scalpel. Glancing at Dash and smiling, Pinky made a long horizontal cut across the Pegasus pony's pelvis. Alliterations are fun, kids. Just above her crotch. And it's sexual again. Moving up Dash's body, Pinky made a similar incision under her ribs. Finally, Pinky made a long vertical cut down Dash's stomach, connecting the first two. Looks like I got my eye on you, Dash. Pinky giggled. With a moist, cooey sound, the flaps of skin opened. The sight of her own organs and the lack of feeling caused Dash's breathing to intensify.
Can I pause for just one moment? I hate to keep interrupting you, but if you ever give me shit about Pokemon again, ever, I'm gonna come back to this moment. I want you to just hold on to this moment. If you ever give me shit about buying a pack of Pokemon cards,
say nothing because it was your idea to do this episode. You are to blame. You entered into this voluntarily.
You know what?
Knowing full
I
well.
guess what I thought was maybe there'd be like a Slender Man something. I didn't realize we'd be doing Saw. This is like Silence of the Lambs on meth.
Except Silence of the Lambs was clever. And this
I
isn't
should
clever.
clarify. The sequel, Hannibal, where he makes Ray Liotta cut out his own... No, he cuts out Ray Liotta's brain while he's alive and feeds it to him.
Yeah.
All right, continue. We got to bust it out. Or is it my turn? Or is it
Let me finish this one.
Okay.
Pinky carefully sliced open Dash's abdominal sac. Sac.
It's very specific.
And grabbed her large intestines. As she separated the organ from the rest of the digestive tract and pulled it out of the new cavity, Pinky grew jovial. Laughing as she got at her friend, Pinky began to make jokes. Dash, growing weaker from this new source of blood loss, tried desperately to shut out the macabre comedy act.
Macabre. I like it when you pronounce something correctly. So many people say macabre, and it's just like,
oh God, that's even worse than
macabre sounds like a starting running back for the San Francisco 49ers.
No, that's worse than the rest of this story. That's the most gruesome thing you've said so far.
All right. Look at me, I'm Rarity, Pinky laughed, slinging the intestinal tube around her neck and spraying blood in all directions. Isn't my new scarf so pretty? Reaching back inside, she sliced the smaller intestine off from the bowels, squeezing out the excess excrement. Pinky filled the slimy organ through her teeth and dragged it back and forth.
Is this the only way you're going to make it through it? Is by
I have to do something.
Carrie.
Dentists say you gotta floss every day. Dash. All right. Dash was barely aware, or aware, of what was going on anymore. The shock was causing her to fade. Shit, fading, bro. All right. Disappointed, Pinky divided back. This is breaking apart quickly. I apologize. Disappointed, Pinky dived back into the blue pony's guts, ramping up her routine. Oh, don't go yet, Dash. Pinky started pulling out the rest of Dash's organs, pausing with each removal. I know I can be a real pancreas, but I'm just kidney with you. You really got to learn to liver it up. Boy, these jokes are getting bladder. Guess you gotta develop a stomach for them. This man's a genius. If no other chapter in this story, that's great. That's a great
paragraph.
What did I say? Chapter?
Yes.
I meant to say paragraph. Yes. I was a little excited.
Oh God, I think the puns are more painful than anything that have been given to Dash so far.
Yeah, that's true. Pinky placed the discarded body parts into a bucket, keeping the last one for a bit longer. Ooh, bagpipes, she said, placing the end of Dash's esophagus in her mouth and the stomach in her armpit. She squeezed, and a spurt of acid hit her tongue. Ew! Oh, hey, look, there's your cupcake, Dash. Ah, God. Dash didn't hear her tormentor. She had slipped from consciousness minutes ago. Pinky, not yet satisfied, hit Dash with another adrenaline shot. Eventually your fucking heart stops. By the way, Dash woke up for the last time, her heart pounding. Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. Warm blood flowed out from the wound in her chest. Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. In great spurts. It wouldn't be long now. Pinky brought Dash around onto her back again and straddled the blue pony's chest, scalpel at the ready. You know, Rainbow Dash, I'm disappointed. I thought you would have lasted longer. I really wanted to spend more time with you before we got here, but I guess that's my fault. I should have taken it a little slower. Oh well, it was really nice knowing you, Dash. The blade sunk into the blue throat and worked its way up to Dash's chin, coming back down. Pinky's scalpel then circled Dash's neck. The last thing Rainbow Dash felt was her skin being cut away from her skull and the metal of the blade scraping her teeth. Then she was gone. Pinkie Pie stared into the mirror. She had done a really good job, even keeping the eyelids. She winked, and Dash winked back. Pinkie smiled.
She's making a Rainbow Dash suit.
Would you fuck me?
I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
But still, she was sad that her friend was now gone. Dash had only lasted 50 minutes, not nearly as long as Pinkie had wanted. She looked back at the cadaver hanging in the center of the room, the last of her friend's fluids draining into a pan. Yep. No more Rainbow Dash. By the way, this is full of spelling errors, so whoever the editor was needs a little work. All right. As she looked, Pinkie cocked her head. Do you want me to finish this out?
Go ahead.
Okay. As she looked, Pinkie cocked her head. She began to take notice of the fact that there really wasn't much damage to the corpse. In fact, the pink pony mused, I think. An idea exploded in her head. She was good at sewing, and she had all the pieces. All she had to do was put them back together. Yeah, she just had to get some stuffing, and bingo, she'd have a Rainbow Dash forever. In fact, thought Pinkie, that's what she'd do for all her best friends when their numbers came up. She was so excited. She skipped right over to the body with her Skinner to get started. The cupcakes could wait. Pinkie Pie had a friend to make. And with that... Sorry. I just...
4 out of 10. Needs a better ending.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God. So that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Please tell me it gets better from here.
Yes. Thankfully. We had a few suggestions for the Halloween episode because we had asked. And of all of them, I mean, for a majority of them, I'm sure there was probably one or two that was a little more on the creative side. I hate giving this to you, Mr. I'm going to have to look this up, but I hate giving this to you, but wasn't exactly what I would call a clever story.
But
Sergeant Sprinkles.
But you had a choice. You could have chosen any story, and you chose Sergeant Sprinkles. So, Sergeant Sprinkles, thank you for letting us read your... Thank you for allowing us to creatively read and adapt your story for the podcast. That is the French for podcast.
Would you say we butchered it? And then weren't scared.
I would say, Christopher, that was the best reading of that story that's ever been done. Sorry.
Well, being that you haven't heard any, then...
I'm just going to go out on a limb. I think that's the best live read of that story ever.
Live read. Yes, correct. Because I'm sure there's probably very few, if any, other live reads of that story. So
yeah. That's a hot take. That's what we call a hot take. By the by, we're going to hop into the next segment. Apparently, I don't even know what's going to happen. So maybe I'll be more traumatized by the time we come back. So we'll see you at the end of the episode. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. And...
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're into playing a game I think is called Friendship is 8-Bit, Story of the Blanks. Music by Certified Technician. I am your co-host, Robert, along with...
Chris.
Yeah, man. So, let's get into this. This is supposed to be spoopy, right?
Yes, I will also give you the heads up if for those listening, why are you listening? There's nothing you can gain from this unless you know the bylines of what's going on. But I'm actually holding the microphone because we're doing a little bit of a different setup for this.
All right, we're getting into it. Ooh. Yeah.
You have to click on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do, do, do. Oh, use the arrows to move. Oh, it's one of these.
It's really kind of old school. It's kind of great.
Oh, hell yeah. So it's like, wait. So, oh, hello there, Twilight Sparkle. Evening, Apple Bloom. What are you doing out here all on your own? Continue.
Z to interact.
Oh, Z. All right. Hey, Twilight. You'll never guess what we did today. So this morning... That's okay, Apple Bloom. But then Scootaloo was all like, CMC Park Rangers. Well, I'm sure you... And she said that's not what a bear sounds like. I'm sorry, but I really need to get going and take care now. All right, awkward conversations. This is pretty par for the course. I promised Zecora to bring her some books on local herbs. But I better hurry, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, exposition. Okay, I'm sorry, Apple Bloom, but the Everfree Forest is no place for a little filly. I'll be extra careful. Oh, please, please, please. I don't think bully. It's just two. There are many. All right. But you must promise to stay close at all times. Yes. Thank you, Twilight. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell to the yeah. Let's follow that sweet pony into the woods.
Now, I'll give you a heads up. This game is a little bit of a more storyteller than gameplay kind of game, so...
You mean there's not going to be hardcore platforming action?
Not quite.
Oh boy. So yeah, I'm a pony, and I'm walking, and I assume that I'm a little pony?
You are a little pony in amongst little ponies, so you are the littler of the ponies.
I'm the littlest of ponies?
Possibly.
Little pony in the woods. Oh yeah, get that hot strafing action. Hell yeah. I love how I don't lose any speed. Jesus Christ, this feels like an old Atari game.
That's, well, I mean, it was NES cartridge, but yes.
Oh, hey, Zecora. I brought you those books you wanted. Guide to Ponies. Thank you for delivering what told. Glad to help. But you do not want to remain for the events that will unfold. Oh great, it's the Necronomicon. Hurry back to Ponyville, you two must for the darkness. This night you cannot trust. Well, what did that mean? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Come on. Oh man, hardcore platforming action. I'm gonna be honest, Chris, I'm not that spooked yet. Oh shit, a fallen tree. Maybe it was ghosts? Yeah. Ghosts. More like lumberjacks. Did she just get sexually aroused while moving that tree?
She did get wood.
The text said, oh, there's more wood. Right there, Apple Bloom. This may take a while. Nope.
Natural game inclination would be...
Hey, Twilight. Not now, Apple Bloom. Okay. Bye. Oh, hi there, weird pony that apparently can walk in places that I can't. I'm just going to wander off, because, that's what little ponies are supposed to do, right? But now let me guess, I'm going to come back, and will she be gone? No. Still here. Oh. Okay, alright. Oh. Maybe I have to follow the pony. Aha! Yeah, here we go. Now it's Spoopy. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Dave.
Hello there! How much for your women? Oh, wow. Yep, just keep wandering, because that's pretty much my only option. You got something to say?
I'm going to say daily reminder that Blues Brothers 2000 was awful.
Oh, come on, man. Why do you gotta do me like that? The movie was my magnum opus. Alright. Yep. Still wandering through the woods. Yep. Just getting real lost. Turns out you're already dead. Everyone here is dead. Well, hi there, little filly, and welcome to Sunnytown. Thanks, but just who are you anyway? Greyhoof at your service, celebration planner extraordinaire. The party just started. Please help yourself to food and drinks.
Anybody getting a little touch of the Jonestown here? Stay away from the grape Kool-Aid.
Okay. Oh, hey there. Oh, Starlet. Let's see here. Who's this? Ronio. Hello. Oh, nothing. Fine. Blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you, the pony over there, Starlet, I was going to give her a gift tonight. I so don't care. Oh, let me guess. Now I gotta go fetch the thing for the filly. Oh, hey, maybe this person might have the thing I'm looking for. Hey. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's talking about cutie marks, because she's asking where the cutie marks are.
Oh, for the cootie marks. Oh, the tale of the blanks. What do we have here? Aha! What do you know? Just a red gem. Could that be of some importance? Get everything we need right here, so we rarely, okay, because it's hell! Ah! Oh yeah, don't you love watching me get caught on things? Hey, there's a pony! Get him! I feel like some Robert Frost here for a moment. Door is locked. Let's see here. Oh, I can see something shiny down in the well. Oh, the crank is gone. Yep, door's locked. Alright, cool. Nothing like backtracking. It's like Halo 1!
Or Metroid.
Well, there's a lot of backtracking in Metroid. If only I could kill the animals. This music reminds me of a lullaby my pony mother used to sing to me. Oh, I found it! Huh, the gem, sure, you can have it, I guess. Thank you so very much. Oh, boy. Oh, Ronio, you shouldn't have. Your love is enough. Thank you again. Okay, alright. So... anything? Enjoy my stay. Well, I'll try to.
Oh, look, the door is open.
Oh.
That's going to save you some time on that.
Alright. Oh, yeah, what a puzzle here. Oh, no. But Chris, don't I need strength to be able to tackle this? Okay. Can I push two? No, I cannot push two. Can I pull? Nope. Okay. So I have to do a little bit like that, and then do a little bit like that, and then do it like that, and then there's a crank. Oh, I think I know how to do that. It is not right. This is not right. The same thing again and again and again. Oh boy. What could she be talking about? Maybe we're in hell? Or something.
Do you hear an air raid siren?
Oh boy. Not in hell, in hill. You know, Chris, hill is other people. Alright. Well, now I have a crank. I'm gonna go. That pony doesn't look right. Looks like it's a topiary, not a pony.
A toponiary?
That's a little bit of a stretch. Not any more of a stretch than Rainbow Dash on the cutting floor. Whoa! Lifts the bucket. It's a rusty old key. I wonder what door it works on. Well, I'll be damned. Alright. Oh, where did she go? Nothing in here but blood. A body. No, 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 no. Oh, I can go back outside. Anything up here? No. Alright. Let's see here. What unholy hell have I unleashed? Oh, nope. Missing no. Damn. Corrupted again. Greyhoof. There was no other way. She was going to spoil ta party. I don't know, Chris. This is too spoopy for me. Oh, hey, Greyhoof. Oh, hi, Greyhoof. She had the mark. She had to go. Oh, here, let me talk to you. Oh, whoops. Game over. Don't worry. You will never become like her. We will protect you. Forever. Try again. Okay. So there's a fail state.
It's an actual game.
What? It hasn't been an actual game up to this point. Yeah. There was no other way. Blah, blah, blah. Ding, 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 ding. Alright. So, I'm just going to avoid you. Oh.
Does it look like a block you can push?
Oh. Up here in the right corner? Oh. That's some clever coding. I feel like E.T. What? What? Oh, well, that's some nice pathing there.
Yeah, otherwise you would have been screwed.
Bye-bye. Oh. Line. Line. All we want is friendship. Don't leave. The others won't like it. Ha ha ha. Suck it. Fools. Even in death, they do not understand. I should have protected her, but I made my choice. This is our everlasting punishment. What we deserve. Now run! Run for your life! Can I? Yeah, there we go. Ah, yes, the Doom Bunny. Oh man, all these spaces I went through before where there was nobody there. Now there's ponies there. Dead ponies. 10 out of 10. Polygon agrees. Oh no!
It's like Skyrim, but aped it with ponies.
You know, you can actually play Skyrim with ponies now, or so I've been told. Oh no, I need to find the Twilight Sparklers. Didn't I come in here somewhere? Something like that. I guess I gotta go north. Oh boy. Following hoof steps. Oh no. It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this. I am sorry. I didn't mean to bring you into this. I was just curious. I do not like those eyes. Don't be sad. I don't blame you. We're just damned to hell. Your cutie mark. A magnifying glass? Turns out I'm really good at finding things. I finally understand what it means. And I will find you a way out of this. Can't interact, can't interact, can't interact, can't interact, can't interact. Oh, there's Twilight. Hey, Twilight. Apple Bloom. Oh, Apple Bloom. Thanks, Celestia, I found you. Twi, let's get out of this creepy place. Who knows what lurks in here? Except they were dead all along. Roll credits. See you later, friend. Friendship is magic. Magic is dead. Dead is friendship. Throughout Equestria, relics of the past lay forgotten and alone. Continue. Never truly resting. Awaiting recognition. That's it?
The end.
Well, that was something.
It was.
That was There's not a jump scare in the credits?
No,
That's it?
it's all kind of story and, psychological.
So, is there something I'm missing?
No.
So, I mean... Woo!
Yeah. Well, it's either this or like horror or like gore horror.
I don't know what to say. All I know is that was an experience.
I mean,
It's like Oregon Trail meets the Trail of Tears meets
the Oregon Trail of Tears.
meets My Little Pony meets what do you call those games that you play but you don't really play?
Walking simulators.
No, not the walking simulators. What's the name of the company that makes them?
You mean David Cage films?
No.
I mean the games?
No. Yeah, but I mean, like, there's a Minecraft one, and then there's a Walking Dead one.
Telltale.
Telltale, that's right. So it's essentially a Telltale game.
Except it's got a fail state.
Sort of. I mean, you have to be...
Yeah, I mean, you do have to go back.
I would love to watch a playthrough of this that somebody couldn't beat the game.
That'd be hilarious.
That's, So, and on to the last segment. For Chris, I'm Robert.
For Robert, I'm Chris.
And that was Story of the Blanks.
Admit it, it's scarier than the cupcake story.
Welcome back, everyone, to... where we are before. I usually say welcome back, so this doesn't really count this time. But anyway... Acting!
That was, without a doubt, the most traumatizing thing I've ever experienced since the first fucking story in the first half of this.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Actually, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you. I love you all. I do. I really do. And
Your own special way.
I know, and the engagement is great, but it's just like it's always fucking ponies. It's all look at all the ponies as they,
All of them best of.
Yeah, it's just, and I thought I was being exposed to the worst of the worst with Fallout Equestria. I thought this was
The darkest.
I was wrong.
The most
I was very wrong.
concentrated.
I have stared into the Ark of the Covenant and my eyes have been melted off. It's And with that being said, if you're interested in following us elsewhere, you can find us on Twitter at CriscoCast. Again, that is at CriscoCast. If you'd like to email us, send us an email at cbpbch@gmail.com. Once again, that's cbpbch@gmail.com. For those of you who have emailed us, thank you. We do eventually check it. You can find us on Facebook at Crisco Industries, on Periscope at Crisco Industries, but you can also find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Crisco Brand Biscuits. And if you're listening to the podcast, but you want to find the podcast website, it is thefollyofman.libsyn.com. I think that's it. Oh, right, and we need to fit in a pony pun of the week here at the end.
You said you had one, right?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, hey, it's, which was it? Oh, yes. Well, you had one, and then in the excitement of Pinkie Pie eviscerating a motherfucking pony, I seem to have lost the other one.
It was either Buffalo Bill.
That was the one from the episode, but then what was the one you had earlier? The mayor
In the Iron Mask.
The Mayor in the Iron Mask. So the Mayor in the Iron Mask is the pony pun of the week. I know it's a formality at this point, but I want to thank you all for sitting through what is probably at this point a very long episode. And I hope this was spoopy enough for you. We had some debate when this episode should air, but I figured it should probably happen before Halloween, not after Halloween, because after Halloween, it's all Thanksgiving. And let's face it, it's not even really Thanksgiving. It's really Christmas. You Canadians do it right. You knock out your Thanksgiving early. I mean, they've already had their Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, but that's when the leaves are still green on the trees.
But being in Canada's got to suck, because it's like being in an apartment over a really great party. You know? Hey, why don't you quiet down there, you know?
A boot.
With all your freedoms.
It's like looking into the eyes of a pony. and drinking from its snout.
Thanks, really fucked up version of Pinkie Pie. And with that, I propose a toast, a very spoopy Halloween. And thank you for tuning into a very special spoopy episode of The Foally of Man. For Chris, I'm Robert, and we'll see y'all next week.
It's all over, but the cry